Captain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Houston Cougars taking on the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Arizona State's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Caught behind the line. It's McClain. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Dropping back, it's Levin. Grabbed over the middle, it's Tyson. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Moss. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Udo. And some room to work. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
They'll run it from the gun. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
And the Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Levitt. Looking for a deep man. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You can tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Houston's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Wegman. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On third down, he drops the throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Using his legs, it's Udo. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Pressure coming. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in, it's McClain. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Got his man quickly. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
A first down run in the red zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Off play action. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Wegman. Caught over the middle. It's Connors. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. 3rd down play from the gun. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
And how about that? They throw a hitch route on 3rd to pick up the 1st. Quarterback, great job getting it out of his hands quickly. Awesome timing, no hesitation. And because of that, he put it on his guy quickly. He had some space, and he was able to turn upfield and get the 1st down.
The give on the inside. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That's wheeled in. It's Connors. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. From the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Connors. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Wegman. Makes the catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Caught in the backfield, it's Broussard. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Moss. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, returning to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. A quick pass to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Under fire. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get the first through the air. Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on first down. The short hands, it's Udo. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Tyson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Now on first down from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. So they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Houston sending the offense back onto the field, trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They'll give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Got a man, it's Sanford. Still on his feet at the 45. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Looking downfield, it's Wegman. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moss. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Sun Devils surpassed all expectations last year. Kenny Dillingham in his second year winning the league with the team that was picked to finish last, guys.
And in the playoffs, more than represented themselves well. They had the bye, but they fought Texas tooth and nail. Could have won that football game. And Jesse, a superstar at the quarterback position.
They got a really good one coming back. No Cam Scatterby this year, though, so they're going to have to find ways to be able to run the football effectively. That was a big part of their success a year ago.
The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the big fella. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Arizona State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. The play action fake. Looking left. Makes the catch. It's Broussard. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Wegman. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson.
The 1st down pass complete to the wideout. Tackle is made at the 37. 2nd down coming up.
And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
He'll do it himself. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Rush is on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Scanning the field, it's Beckman. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cougars. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That is confidence in your arm strength. Look at the revolutions on that one as he zips it in there.
Confidence, arm arrogance, whatever you want to call it. You could tell he believed it, put it right where he needed to. You got double coverage. You got to fit it in there. He believed, and he did.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And I I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To throw, it's Levitt. Using the quick game. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Arizona State 38, Houston 17.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Wegman. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I think at this point of the game now in the 2nd half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Cougars line line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston 1st down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
To the air, it's Wegman. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker, his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They want that clock to run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff to the lone back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Levin. Gets it out fast. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down.
The 23-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
The Sun Devils will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to return it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll start this drive going to the air. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Takes the handoff. It's Udo. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Picks up 1.